I'm gonna begin with a very terrible Jerry Seinfeld impression, okay? But it'll be fun. So what's the deal with these affirmations? I mean, I'm supposed to say something to myself over and over again, like that's supposed to make a difference. I don't get it. I don't think that this is what difference does it make if I say these statements to myself? That's supposed to magically change my life? Well, yeah, dude, it does because it does something very powerful up in here, but really it works when you bring it into this place. That's what we're going to talk about today. So come on with me, my friend. We're going to dig into the soil of this together. Welcome to you. For those of you who are new to this channel, my name is D. Grant Smith. I am the growth farmer for personal development through the lens of spirituality and storytelling. Now, why spirituality and storytelling coming into the mix of personal development? Well, it all has to do with our garden within ourselves. There's a garden in your mind, my friend. There's a garden in your heart, and there's a garden in your spirit. Whatever it is that we are planting inside of ourselves takes root, and whatever takes root grows. And especially if we continue to plant and cultivate and sow love within our inner garden, that's going to be how we show up in the world. That's going to be what we bring into our lives, and that's going to be what we produce in our interactions, our relationships, and our experiences. This is what is called growth farming. And this is what I teach, what I write about, and what I want to bless you with so that you can live your best life. And that's what this channel is all about. Get more from me, including some awesome, dynamic, encouraging, inspiring, and really, really fun, entertaining stories, plus courses, coaching, and a whole lot more by visiting growthfarming.com. I'll put a link down in the description below so you can dive into this expansive garden of growth, light, beauty, and love with me. All right, so I opened up by talking about affirmations and kind of trying to play a little Jerry Seinfeld. What's the deal with that sort of thing? There's some people that really practice affirmations, they really believe in it, and it has been transformational in their lives. There are other people that have tried it off and on, and it kind of works, and then it kind of doesn't, and they're like, I don't really know if this thing's a real deal. And there's others who see that or hear that, and they're like, really? I make these statements and that's supposed to make some sort of difference? Where are you in those three capacities? Are you somebody that really practices affirmations? It's a big part of your spiritual life. It's a big part of your personal development, and it's been something that continues to be transformational for you. Or are you someone who has been a little back and forth? You waver here, you're on point with it for a little while, then you're like, yeah, this is kind of boring. I'm going to stop for a little while. And then things don't really feel very good. So you're like, I need to bring affirmations back. That's going to change the game for me. Or are you somebody that's like, I don't really see how this is something that's going to benefit me at all. I'm not going to write a bunch of stuff down that isn't true so that I can believe that it's true, or say a bunch of stuff to me that I don't believe in. Well, let me tell you what affirmations are. They are statements, declarations of what you want to be true and what you are choosing to align yourself with. Now, regardless of what's going on in your life, all of us want to live our best lives. We want to be fully confident in who we are. We want to be the best version of ourselves. We want to have the most happy, healthy, loving, and harmonious relationships. Don't you? We want to be successful in our career field, in our business. We want to have opportunities surround us. We don't want to spend our time chasing and seeking and trying to figure things out. We want things to flow more naturally. We want to feel more connected to God. And what affirmations do is they change our thinking. I made a video very recently where I talked about getting out of stinking thinking. I'll put a link to that up top for you to check that out. But affirmations are a powerful tool to get out of stinking thinking, aka doubt, worry, fear, anxiety, and the like, and to instead harmonize ourselves with encouragement, with light, with love, with success, with whatever it is that we desire to experience. Because so much of what we experience in our lives are the product of what thoughts we are entertaining up here. And so we change our lives by changing our thoughts. And going back into that gardening metaphor, we change our lives by changing what we are actively planting and sowing and cultivating up in here. And what this does, when we change the way we think, we change the way that we feel, because our minds are connected to our hearts. And when we're thinking fearful, dreadful, doubtful thoughts, we start having fearful, doubtful, dreadful feelings. And that feeling of fear can get amplified really fast. And then when we're feeling fear, we start thinking fear, and everything becomes more and more cyclical. What affirmations do is they get us in a different conscious state. Because, as Neville Goddard says, consciousness creates reality. And he's not the only one that says it. Eckhart Tolle says it. Dr. Joe Dispenza says it. Wayne Dyer says it. So many of the most powerful teachers that you probably read and follow, they all say the same thing, and it's all the truth. Whatever our conscious state is, that determines our life experiences. So the reason we use affirmations as a tool is it gives us the method and the way to change our conscious state, to get out of stinking thinking and get into a place where we are more aligned with the light, love, and divinity that exists within us. That's the connection to our spirit. Now, there are multiple ways you can use affirmations, but the most important thing to be mindful of is this. Use affirmations as a tool to change your conscious state, your feeling state. Some people talk about just robotically affirming over and over again, and that brings change, and maybe that works for you. Give it a try. But what I'm finding in my own life is that the more that I just say the same thing over and over again without actually feeling anything, it doesn't change anything for me. I'm learning that I want to be in the state of joy. I want to be in the state of gratitude. I want to be in the state of feeling good. Because when I'm in the state of feeling good and I'm having thoughts, awesome opportunities start showing up all around me. And the things that I'm thinking start coming back to me more rapidly. Maybe that's in dialogue that I'm having with other people. Maybe that's in random opportunities for me to work and bless and serve other people just start showing up without me having to look for them. Maybe it's conversations I'm having with people where they're like, dude, it feels so good to talk to you. I'm so glad that you're here. Well, I had imagined that in my mind, and I'd imagined that when I was feeling good. So here's how you can use affirmations that will really transform the way that you utilize this tool. Remember, you are the builder, you are the farmer, you are the cultivator of your garden. The tools that you use, they don't grow your crops. Combination of you, what you plant inside the soil, and God doing the invisible work under the soil, that's what brings the transformation and the difference. So I've got an awesome affirmations recording. I'll link that up top and also put a link down below. It is a self-love affirmation, and it's the same self-love affirmations repeated over and over again, but I also have one going in one ear and one going in the other ear to fully really get into your subconscious mind and change your conscious state. Because once again, when we change our conscious state, that's when our life changes. But as you're listening to these affirmations, close your eyes and feel what it feels like to feel that confident. Feel what it feels like to feel love for yourself, to be affirming and joyful about yourself. And let the feelings be the focus. That's the power of affirmations. And that's how we transform our lives and continue to live in our dreams and wishes fulfilled and live our best lives every single day. What do you think? If you've got questions about how to improve your life, how to grow, and if you want my personal help in your journey to help you change your story, rewrite your narrative, and grow more love from within your inner garden, reach out to me. I'll put my email down below and also other ways for you to connect with what I'm doing. I appreciate you being here. If you're on board with changing the way you use this affirmation tool, comment down below. Hey, D. Grant, I'm with you. I'm using affirmations to feel better about myself and think better thoughts. Awesome. I appreciate you. I believe in you. I love you, and I'll see you again soon.